All right, we are recording.
I'm just doing this for fun.
This, hello, people,
Hello.
and welcome back to the PodKase.
That's the one.
That's exactly.
That's what we're doing, aren't we?
Well, what's that? What's that thing in the middle of the screen?
I would have to say that I think that's a checkered background still.
That is definitely a checkered background.
I'm over here waiting to get introduced.
It looked a little. What?
All the way over there on
All the
the
way
bottom
over here,
right.
just waiting to get introduced.
Bottom right, waiting to get introduced. Don't you think we should go left to right though? Don't you think we should?
Far
go
left
to
is
right?
Anthony.
Are we aiming for our Japan audience? All right.
I mean, are we not?
So I'm Anthony, or on Twitter, Anthony Case. I'm on the left.
I'm the middle figure there, at Zach Shilke, and that is definitely not my name, but that's my
Definitely
Twitter
not.
handle.
That's his Twitter handle. Random.
That's
letters.
all. Yeah, no, I just randomly punched it in. Zach
Random
is my
stuff.
name, but the last whatever letters just
No.
threw it in there
Something that sounded nice.
in a row. Yeah.
Boy. And last but not least, we have at Blake Case.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. All right, guys.
He did say he was gonna wait until he got introduced.
Gosh dang.
So
All right, so if you're not aware of how this whole podcast things goes,
it's a monthly.
It's a monthly podcast. I can't expect anyone watching right now to really know.
By monthly, we mean we'll upload only one
We'll have a minimum or
1
a
month per
maximum.
year.
maximum
A
of one
maximum
a year.
of one a
One a
month.
month.
A maximum of one a
That's
month.
what we mean by monthly.
Yes.
That's
So
what
we
Case
can't do
Classic
one
says.
tomorrow? Really? I thought we
No,
were gonna
we
have enough
cannot.
If we
content.
film it tomorrow, it'll probably come out
If
next
it films tomorrow,
April.
it'll come out in a month. It's gotta
Yeah.
be over a month.
It has to be at least
I
over
want-
a month.
I want our
To be
viewers
fair,
to know.
we actually could do it tomorrow, considering what day we're filming on.
You're right.
Oh dang, you're right.
Let's go.
I
We
mean,
have to
Um,
post this one right away.
For those people that are very curious about dates and times and trying to figure out where everyone is and what understands what everyone is, and Anthony's trying to get me to pass him some drink.
Such a job.
that's not important.
What was I talking about? Today's Thursday, the 31st
Of December.
February.
Of
I mean February.
There's no
So
31st of
we're
February.
post- It is not February.
I want the viewers to know that we actually did record one every month up to this day, but they all got corrupted right after
Yeah.
filming each and every single one of them. They just corrupted immediately.
Yeah, corrupted. Well, most of them just, sometimes you review audio and you're just like, this isn't what I want.
It's just not.
You know,
it's just
the
not living up to my
perfectionist-
standard.
The perfectionist in me doesn't really allow Blake to come through a lot.
Oh yeah. So
if Blake's in it-
so you end up trimming up so much of it that it ends
Yeah.
up being a 30-minute monologue, and you just don't want to post that.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Exactly.
it's not a big enough audience for that.
Exactly.
All right, I'm on your channel, Anthony
Blake's
A
looking at my
K.
channel. The
That's
new
where you
channel.
are, and we're looking at the top videos. We have
We're
reaction.
looking at that.
We have another reaction. We have Smash Bros. Should we start with Smash Bros?
I think that's
That segue.
that was brilliant. I was actually like, Blake, where are you taking us? Where are you Oh, you're taking us right where we were going.
So if you know anything about the Cases are large fans, not just big fans. We are large fans of
They're
Nintendo.
like
Well, I wouldn't
like,
say all the cases.
physically
Mostly
huge.
Jonah's the
We
physically
are
large.
the only Cases.
they're,
they
no,
got.
they're not metaphorically huge fans. They're not like, really
We're
good
not.
fans of it. They're actually just huge people
Yeah, we're just
who happen to
large.
be fans, like regular casual fans of the
We
series.
take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know how I fit in this room.
Have you seen our old blue chairs?
No, I can't see anything. I'm glued to the wall right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're blind. Is that-
Oh yeah, I guess that is topical.
yeah, Zach is blind.
I had eye surgery, so my picture that you see is no longer relevant.
Yeah, he doesn't have eyes
I
anymore.
don't, because I don't have eyes anymore. They actually took them out. In addition to me being against the wall because of how physically big of fans they are, I also can't see, so I didn't know what happened when I walked in. They just started recording.
Speaking of cases,
Speaking of big cases,
So Blake right now is looking at the comments on the last PodKase. What are people saying?
They all like the idea.
The idea of a PodKase, that's it. That's all they like?
They like the idea.
They like it. They're like, hey, we've been waiting for this. I wish Blake would talk to me for hours. Yeah,
Wow.
They finally did it. Y'all finally did it.
So people really want. Well, I was talking about it a lot on streams and stuff. How many likes does that?
6.
6-0. That's pretty good.
One of them
You know, we'll
might be me.
take it. We'll have to
We
keep
take
doing this.
those.
We do this for you.
Do it for the viewers.
We're going with
Not for the
Smash.
views.
So we were. A lot of the things we wanted to talk about had to do with Nintendo. Mostly the Switch, which is a console only one of 3 of us has.
I have it.
But I'm pretty sure all of us plan to have it at some point.
At some
least.
point, I think we're all going to be owning a Switch,
Oh, yeah.
probably before the end of the year.
So we'll get that Switch download
So
play
that
going on.
a lot of Nintendo topics came to mind, especially
Definitely.
Smash, considering that's kind of the household game here.
For sure.
Yes, because of Case Classics.
You guys know what case class.
Pull the fingernail right out of the toe.
So let me just in order. We got Zach's channel in the description right at the top, and then right under it we got Case Classics channel. If you want to check out that, try to lay a bunch of links in the description for you guys if you're curious about what we're talking about. But so they're really just Smash.
There's not news on Smash
There isn't
Bros.
Smash-
We'll
there
start
isn't
with
news.
that.
In fact, I think
Anything
that's
we could say is speculation.
I think that's why there's so much that we could go with here.
Yeah.
So I had a theory that if they didn't show Smash off at E3,
Which they didn't.
which they did not, it is past E3. I lied about it being February. It's really August.
No, we actually got a pre-screening. It was nice.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
they didn't
They
show
saw the-
Smash off. So I think, and I still think to this day, that they are making a brand new, from the ground up, Smash Bros.
Okay, and when you say from the ground up, do you think they mean that like they're changing it up, like how they're doing it, or do you just mean that it's not going to be like a Smash port of Smash 4, like it's Smash 5?
Both.
Okay.
I think they're going to use a different engine
I
and
mean,
use everything different.
Brawl to Smash 4, they did, port over the characters
Right, but then they changed them up.
and then change them up.
Okay.
They'll do that. Like, that's pretty much guaranteed that they'll do that.
No, not if it's a
SK
port.
pretty much guaranteed that they'll do that.
Not if it's a port.
If it's a port, what would they do?
They wouldn't change
They
them up.
wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't be from the ground up. It'd be taking
I
what
still think
already
they could
is.
change it up. I'm more on the side that it would be a port, but I still think they're gonna change stuff. So I guess you could say my opinion is like right in the middle. But I feel like it's just gonna be a port. I just
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna have a port. They're just gonna add a bunch of stuff to it.
I think-
Mario Kart. Oh wait.
Cause like thinking about it, think about the Nintendo consoles. Like they had the NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube,
Okay, I'm on board.
Wii, Wii U. Okay, think
Yeah.
about all the things they've been
Aesthetic.
adding since the GameCube. So they added the Wii. They had their big Wiimote gimmick. The Wii U, adding the gamepad that connects to your Wii.
Connects to the
to
console.
the old Wii console.
And then they're going to the Switch, which is just a portable, the tablet game. Like, what's next? What if there isn't something next?
Oh, I was like, where are you? How does this relate to Smash
Yo,
Bros?
I'm relating this to Smash Bros.
That's
like,
actually a good
We can't.
theory.
People
because-
thought about the portable like tablet, like making the
Mhm.
gamepad portable as a next console.
One thing that makes that viable is that each handheld lasts until about halfway through the next console. So let's say N64. Halfway through the N64, they did Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance lasted halfway through the GameCube's life. Then
The DS.
the DS. So DS came halfway through the GameCube. And the GameCube ended while the DS was going on. Then the Wii showed up during the DS. DS ended halfway through the Wii cycle. 3DS showed up. But the 3DS lasted past the Wii U.
3DS
well,
still
a
going.
part of
strong.
that is because of how poorly the Wii U sold. I think they probably expedited a lot of things to be like, okay, Wii U is kind of the middle child of the systems here because it didn't have the kind of like financial success that the Wii had. So they're like, okay, we have to get on a new system, and we have to make it, relevant, more powerful. We have to make it compete actually against the other two systems. So I think they definitely started working on the Switch very soon after figuring out how well the Wii U did. So and the 3DS did great.
It was about the end of 2014 when they realized the Wii U was going to die.
And something to back up Zach's idea on they realized that they needed to go to the Switch during the Wii U is like Mario Kart 8.
Yep.
They were just like, well, I mean, we're kind of working on this game. We might as well put what we have on the Wii U and then just release the full version on the Switch.
No,
for the Muns.
Exactly.
For the Muns.
With Mario Kart 8, they made it as best as they could to try to sell the Wii U.
Yeah.
But they still held back on like battle mode.
What do you mean held back?
I think
They put all their focus. No, they put all of their focus in the graphics and the gameplay. It's the best gameplay that Mario Kart's ever felt.
I agree with that. I think that they were actually trying to do something different. Like how Nintendo always tries out different stuff to see how fans perceive it. And I think they tried to do that with that because they're thinking to themselves possibly that like, oh, no one plays the battle mode, no one does this. Yeah. So if we put familiar maps in, if we kind of like encourage people to mess around on our maps, then maybe they'll do it more. And when they saw that there was some negative backlash, they're like, when we port it over the Switch, that's going to be way more successful. Let's throw back old battle mode in.
Yeah.
Like I think that they actually, similarly to the Wii U, I think that they saw how that was doing, and they're like, dang it, we put so much work in Mario Kart 8. This is already a good game, and I know people like it. Let's just throw it on the Switch so that way people don't regret getting a Switch.
Yeah.
The end part is what I agree with. I think they weren't sure how well the Switch would do based on the Wii U. They're like, well, the Wii U didn't sell very well. How is the Switch going to do? We have Zelda, but we need something just to push it right at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they fully went into Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, just went ham making that game. Then they ported it over for the Switch as an afterthought. And they needed something to spice it up, which was the battle mode. Okay. I don't think they started making it for the Switch because they didn't know the Wii U was failing. The Wii U wasn't failing then.
I guess we don't.
It was just doing bad.
We don't know.
Anyways, Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
The only game, one of two games people still play on the Wii U, the other being Mario Maker.
Yeah, there's tons of that. But then they ported that to 3DS too.
That was
it's
really
not worth it.
I mean,
3DS version is
I didn't get it.
Good.
What else is there to talk about Smash? Characters you want?
Well,
final opinions on whether we think what we think it's going to be.
What do we if they're doing just a port for the Switch? What do you think they're gonna do to kind of like spruce it up and make it more than just like basically make it just like how
Battle mode.
Okay, we're putting a battle mode because it was much requested. And
well, they're doing one thing. They're gonna do one thing like Mario Kart 8 did. Inkling boy and Inkling girl.
So
I think so too.
Since I'm probably the one out of us that's more on the line that they're gonna make it a port.
You probably had more thought about it.
What my thought is for a port is to make like a definitive, as of now, Smash Bros. So port it to the Switch, the Wii U version, and then just kind of add everything that's been in Smash up to this point into this version.
See, I like that. It's okay. But that isn't like big enough because people that like Smash Bros, there's still people that play Melee. So they're just going to play Melee.
There's a huge Melee scene still.
People just play Brawl if they want to play those characters. It's like less exciting because they already still play those games.
Yeah. But like for people who moved on from Melee and like those games because they're bad. Just kidding, guys. I'm sorry. But gosh, I just like for me, like being the person that has moved on every time there's a new game.
Yeah.
Like, gosh dang, being able to play Pichu or Ice Climbers in
yeah.
the new Smash, because the new Smash is so good. The effects, like the way fighting is, the character balances, it's so good. That's just what I think. I think they're gonna. There's a chance they could just have a definitive Smash on the Switch. Smash for Switch. Add all the characters that have ever been in. Add all the stages. That would be insane.
That would be quite an undertaking.
At least what I would want, if it's a port, is to have 3DS and Wii U mashed together. All the stages.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Into one, and Ice Climbers at least. Because the only reason Ice Climbers aren't in is
So all the
because of
stages
3DS.
from the 3DS.
All the stages from 3DS. Basically, just move everything from the 3DS onto the Wii U version. Move that up to the Switch.
Yeah, at very least I could see that happening. That's kind of more along the lines of what I kind of expected. Is that I think that they're gonna, because they liked Smash Run, like that was like.
Yeah, definitely would want.
I would
Smash Run.
love to see Smash Run put on the.
Today during work, I
Switch.
nostalgically thought of Smash
It's
Run out of nowhere.
It is so much fun. I still like play it once in a while, and I always have like a great time. They could take Smash Party, throw it on there too.
Smash Tour.
Smash Tour.
Smash
It's Smash
So many
Party.
people hate Smash.
I know.
Tour. I would want
It's
it on.
not that bad.
I would want it on.
I mean,
Might
if-
as
It's
well.
just that they took the idea that people don't want, the idea of people not wanting a lot of hand holding and instructions. They just took there's just no instructions. They just throw you in. And it's kind of confusing. And they don't really know all the rules. Like, who knew at the end it would be a time, like a time match
Not
instead of
just
stock?
Whoever lives on.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's kind of crazy.
But I mean, they already have it on the Wii U version, so they might as well just throw it onto the Switch version.
Yeah.
In addition to putting on all the stages and everything, I feel like they're gonna add a few more DLC characters for what I say DLC, but I'm pretty sure they'd be included in the game like including all the previous DLC would just be included in this version of it, and they would have. I'm thinking Inklings.
Yep. They gotta put Inklings in.
I feel like they would bring someone back from an older game. I'm not sure who though.
And they've gotta put a new character in.
Freaking Wolf.
Another new character.
And yeah,
They would need another new third party character to help sell it.
Couple night, he's here to fight.
I mean that's what I see happening with the port.
Yeah.
After Tuesday, all I see is rabbits, so that's my vote.
Freaking rabbits.
They already have the costumes.
We need to find out if Rayman's in that game. Nobody comment. Please don't spoil.
Splatoon was the best-selling Wii U game in Japan.
Yeah.
If Inklings are like have to be in, and they already made Splatoon 2 for the Switch, like so fast.
See, I feel like
Less time between Splatoon and Splatoon 2 than Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
yeah, one of the reasons I think they didn't want to put it in for Wii U is because they weren't sure how well it was doing in development. Like, are people actually gonna like really hook onto Splatoon, or is it
Because
gonna?
came out after Smash Bros.
You know,
Then
it was
what they did was
it was
put
a
the
new
costumes.
IP for them, so they're like, okay, well, let's kind of test the waters, so to speak.
Well, what if that was a good one. I like that.
Thanks.
What if what if that's why they put the Mii costume in? It was just like, if enough people buy this Mii costume,
They have like a quantifiable.
so the same thing
limit.
will happen with King K. Rool.
Don't even get me started on K-Roll. We talked enough about Smash.
At least about
You know, I
a
think
port
we'll
to
do
Switch.
Top 3 characters you want in.
For Smash 5.
Yes.
including Ice Climbers.
No. Yes.
Ice Climbers are automatic. Though.
Not including Splatoon
They
characters.
should be.
Shoot. Okay, besides one we've talked about, which are Ice Climbers and Splatoon.
Shovel Knight is my number one. I will always want Shovel Knight.
Oh, dang it.
Ukulele.
Okay.
Really?
No,
I was like,
that'd be cool, but I don't.
that doesn't seem.
Well, I guess
likely.
my top 3. I want Shovel Knight for sure. Like that's the character I want most out of anything to just be in every single gaming franchise that there is in the planet. He's already in a whole bunch. I want Shovel Knight. I like Rayman a lot. I think it'd be cool.
Go into
Rayman
these
was in
third
there.
parties.
Yeah, we need another character with a lot of disjointed attacks.
Disjointed.
Disconnected hitboxes. What's the phrase?
I don't know.
I think it's disconnected hitbox. It's where their attack is like
Farther than
it's
they
not connected.
extend. Oh.
Because he doesn't have arms. Okay, but yeah, I'll just go Shovel Knight, Rayman, Ukulele. That's all I got. That's all I can think of right now.
Just 3 third parties.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Nintendo fan.
Oh yeah.
I'll go next. Let Zach think. Even though he's just gonna pick 3 Fire Emblem characters.
You know, I'm really trying not to.
My number 1 is Ice Climbers, but we canceled that out. King K. Rule.
You do.
There's only 2 Donkey Kongs. There are now 5 Donkey Kong Country games.
You don't think the walrus from
Tropical
the
Freeze.
walrus guy?
The only other one I can think of would be Dixie Kong, but
That would be lame.
it would be too close to Diddy. And King K. Rool would be another villain, which they didn't add any new villains in Smash 4. All the villains in Smash 4 are returning Smash Bros. Characters, except Cloud. Anyways, Cloud is my villain. King K. Rool.
Nemesis.
I haven't thought about this in a while.
I know, me neither. That's why I was like,
Shovel Knight. Actually, no, not Shovel Knight.
You don't want Shovel Knight?
I think
Is he? In...
he'd be like number 4.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Bomberman.
You pick Bomberman.
Bomberman
Shovel
over
Knight?
Rayman and Shovel Knight.
Okay. Well, I remember we were all like thinking.
I just realized
at one
there's-
point we were thinking like, but there hasn't been a Bomberman game in so long.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
freaking recently released one on the Switch.
Day 1 Switch release, Bomberman.
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And Rayman's coming out in 2 weeks. The definitive edition of
So
Rayman Legends.
that's like, yeah.
So they're pushing for the
Wait.
character in Smash.
Is the definitive version gonna be on anything else?
No, it's already on everything. Like Rayman Legends is on everything else. The definitive version, actually, it's on PS3 and Xbox 360 because it was before the PS4 and Xbox One. So I don't know if it's on PS4 and Xbox One.
The regular version?
Possibly
Yeah.
downloadable.
Blake will look that up, but gosh dang. Lost my
Who else? Maybe Elma. Is that her name? Elma from Xenoblade Chronicles X. But then again, there's Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming out, so they might
They would probably go with that.
But-
When does that come out? You know,
end of the year. Oh, I heard that Fire Emblem Heroes Legend Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors comes out the week before Mario Odyssey.
It's gonna get Bob.
It's gonna get Bob.
Well, I'm not even going to get it when it comes out.
Oh,
I'll
Rayman
probably just
Legends
get
is
it
on PS4.
eventually because I feel like I should.
Yeah.
I'm also like pretty excited for it.
He's
But
actually a Fire Emblem fan.
if you couldn't tell,
Yeah.
go on my channel to find like 60 Fire Emblem playthroughs that have 4 views.
Make it 5.
Guys, Rayman
No.
Raving Rabbids, the third Raving Rabbids, is the best-selling. Is it okay? In order of best-selling Rayman games, it's Rayman 1 for the PlayStation, Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party, the third one on the Wii, then the second one, then the first, then Rayman Legends on PS4,
Whoa.
then Origins on PS3.
Where's Rayman 2?
Rayman 2 on N64 is 10th.
Okay, not bad.
Behind 2 Origins, 2 Legends, and 2 Raving Rabbids 2s. Because one was on the... There was a Raving Rabbids 2 for DS. Why? What do you
The
do?
rabbits, man. It's like the
Rave?
minions.
You just rave.
They just rave.
Just rave. Okay. The 3 characters. Oh my god, that I would pick. I'm not gonna say Shovel Knight just for the sake of that feels like a pipe dream, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I would wish he was
I
in
like
this.
that it's a pipe dream.
But I can't take up one of my spots with it. Besides, it was already said, so I'm trying to say
Yeah. You're
different
good,
characters.
You're good.
Okay, one of the top ones I was hoping for was Paper Mario. Because I feel like you could construct an entirely different moveset around it. You could use all the paper mechanics that he's had.
Hammer.
Yes.
You could
use stickers. Like his neutral B is to like give himself a sticker. Like a random one.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Like he kind of holds it above his head and then plants it on himself. Or if he gets or you can hold it and throw it on someone else.
Well, it'd be cool if you press it once, like Pac-Man, where it's floating, but he's like crafting it, and he's making it bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah, like the longer you hold it, it's like the more powerful of a sticker or something.
Right, kind of maybe like
a charge shot.
And then like I said, there's a lot of mechanics you could take from like the main one I've played is Thousand Year Door, so I'm thinking of like ones from those.
The airplane.
Yes, the airplane from that.
Mm-hmm.
His dodge animation could like him be folding into like the background of the stage. Yeah. I'm like,
and there'd be a really cool Paper Mario stage where everything's flat, like the flat zone.
You could definitely make them way different than Mario.
Yeah, that's what I mean in saying like there's a lot of like potential to go in a way different direction than Mario.
Yeah.
And kind of make him, I don't know, like one of those really gimmicky characters like Game & Watch.
Yeah.
Plus, there's 5 Paper Mario games and Paper Marios in Mario and Luigi. So like there's plenty of like room for them to like excuses franchise. The franchise is big enough for them.
Every time I think about like Paper Mario, like another Mario, all it makes me think of is what if they did something where there's Mario, you select him, and then there's different modes of Mario.
Okay, yeah, that's something I did want to talk about, but I'm gonna save that for after.
Yeah, save that
like
after.
I'm thinking of like our next topic should be potential directions that Smash 5 could go in, because I feel like they don't have to go with like what everyone's expecting.
Yeah.
Okay, but to finish off the next 2 characters, this is like some salt from them being like given different roles in Smash 4, but like I wanted a different Fire Emblem character than no, I didn't want Chromecast in there or Corrin or Lucina. I didn't need any of them. I was hoping for one of the like older fan favorites like Hector, who actually has an axe, and they could use an entirely different mechanic, or Ephraim
with a lance. So
like they could play totally different from all the typical sword fighters. So that way they could break the stereotype there and fulfill an older like fan base there. But that seems like way too much of a pipe dream too.
Yeah, especially since they're old, and all the recent Fire Emblem stuff is only the new characters.
Have ignored the new stuff, except for the one where you chose your legends. Funny enough, they're like 3 old characters in Lucina. But my third one is also salt that Dark Samus got made into an assist trophy, because they're like, for the fan base of Metroid, there is only 2 characters, Samus and Samus.
Yeah.
But like the one character that kind of like actually kind of stands out more so than that is Dark Samus. And
Samus.
As they showed with the actual moveset that they gave for the assist trophy, it wouldn't be a clone.
Yeah, like they put work into making Dark Samus do things that Samus doesn't do, and then didn't think about making it a character.
I know, and I'm like,
thought about it.
They probably crossed their minds, and then they're like, we haven't released one of their games for a while, but now Prime 4 is announced and it's coming out,
and the 3DS game,
Samus
Returns,
and the Samus,
Dark Samus is not going to be in that.
3DS, the Powerball, the ball one.
Oh, we don't talk about
we don't talk about that one. We don't talk about that one. Please. But there's like, it's a prime time to do it now, because there's actually a chance, and now they can take off, assist trophies and put it on a different, mode. And I've noticed that with some assist trophies, you can kind of like, go at it with them. Like they're kind of like a competitor. Like you can punch them and they actually have like hitboxes and everything. So I really feel like they almost went with that, but they just need the final push, and that final push was Prime 4 getting announced.
Yeah.
And I think that it would be prime time to put him. Prime time to put them in the game.
Prime.
Okay, that's my 3.
Cool. Talked about Smash a lot. You know what? You said you want the stages to move on. Like, keep the stages and add the 3DS ones.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to the Miiverse stage? Speaking of Miiverse, it's getting shut down.
Oh yeah, I saw that. In fact, I saw that on a weird video. I think I was looking up Fire Emblem Warrior stuff, and in the it was on the tweet about the Fire Emblem Heroes Legends, and I scrolled down, and about 3 responses down, it said, "Why are you shutting down Miitopia?" Miiverse, dang it.
Oh my
And
god.
I was like, what the heck?
That's not relevant at all.
I was like, who is this guy? But it had like 8 or 9
Yeah.
favorites on it.
So
a lot of people were worried about Mario Maker, but they already announced that you will still be able to share your levels or something.
yeah, they made a website for Mario Maker. I think
they'll just-
because they knew they were gonna shut down Miiverse at some point.
right.
Like Mario Maker has its own website.
And then
Splatoon, how does the posting their pictures work?
in Splatoon 2, it's
Yeah.
all on Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yep. They have an app in the Splatoon 2 game where you draw on the Switch screen. I don't understand how people do that. I didn't understand how people did it on the Wii U, but they're doing it on the Switch,
Yeah.
and it's just not. It's like it works on Twitter, so the future is going to be bright for like lack of Miiverse, but the past, the Miiverse stage on Smash 4.
Yeah, oh
happens?
no, it's gonna die.
I mean, honestly, it's not that bad to lose it.
What about all of those Miiverse stamps I collected in Twilight Princess HD? Where do those go? There was like 70.
Wait, so like
They die with the Wii U.
no Miiverse things will work
Yeah.
at all.
What about the Wario?
Even going back and playing the
Game and Wario had like a whole mode where you submit words for people to draw, and then everyone will like draw it, and you can look at them all on
You get like
Miiverse.
60 seconds to draw.
They probably just cycle through them again.
Yeah.
I think everyone noticed that they stopped looking at the Miiverse posts because on the Smash Bros stage you would see obscene things all the
Yeah,
time.
they're no longer
It's
checking.
like 3 months in, yeah, we're gonna stop checking these. There's too many.
They're
I
like,
hope-
we can't stop the
I
dick
hope for
jokes
things
here.
like the Miiverse stage, they just put like highlights from the
best
past,
posts.
just like favorite posts of the past, and just keep them,
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty
Have
good.
a circular.
or even nothing for the Miiverse stage, because it is a good viable stage. A lot of competitive like scenes don't use it because it distracts, but if it had nothing, it wouldn't distract.
Case Classic still uses it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do. But we use GK
We
Congo
yeah,
Jungle.
we also used that. We used Luigi's Mansion for a time.
Yeah. Right. Oh, we have to vote on the next one. I want to share one of my favorite memories of Miiverse.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
This is the Miiverse stage specifically. The first day the Miiverse stage came out, it spoiled the finale of Game of Thrones season 5 for me.
No, please don't. Please don't share.
Spoiled it.
Please don't
That's
share.
all I've got to say.
Okay.
yeah, that's
I
why.
read it. I was like, "That's not gonna happen."
And
It
it
happened.
happened. Well, at
And
that
it was like-
at that point you were like, okay, this is a false spoiler.
Yeah.
So you kind of saved yourself, but in that being there in the first place,
The fact that you remember.
You
it.
worried the whole time.
you're like,
Like,
is it happening? Like you're thinking that the whole season. You're like, is it
well,
happening?
no, it was the day of the episode airing.
Oh no!
Like we were playing it Sunday night and it had aired, and I was gonna watch it after everyone left and we went to bed. And they spoiled it. It was nuts. Like people joked about spoilers from that stuff, and it happened.
That's why we called the stage spoilers for a while.
Yeah.
So I go to spoilers, but I think my favorite Miiverse memory is back when we were playing Nintendo Land,
Yes.
and we just got
Yep.
done playing Mario Chase or
Yes.
something, and then when you finish a game in Nintendo Land, it shows little Miiverse posts on the left and right, and you can like yeah them. Yeah them is like giving it a like.
they're all really dumb.
They're all
People
really
will draw
dumb.
really bad
Little
drawings.
kids.
Some of them will be like,
Making
I
no
just,
sense.
I just destroyed my cousin. She didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, like, oh, I just beat my cousin in this game.
But the one, it said, I beat my wife daily.
Out of context.
Out of context.
Amazing quote.
Such an amazing quote. Ended up being a hashtag I used on everything. If you look up
It
that
was so
hashtag
good.
on Instagram, prepare to see 60 pictures that I've posted. And like 2 random people.
I beat my wife
I
daily.
beat my wife daily. That guy sits
Is a
his wife on
legend.
a couch, loads up his disc of Nintendo
wife's-
Land into his Wii U.
His wife's like, no, please.
and
You've
beats
done
his
this.
wife
You've done this every day.
every day.
And he's like, I just got home from work.
We gotta play this.
We're
game.
playing.
Nintendo
We're playing Nintendo Land. We're going on Mario Run. I'm just kidding. Mario Chase. And you're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
She's like, I know I'm gonna lose. You do this every day. And he's like, I'm
Every
gonna
day.
continue doing it every day.
Zach, do you have any fun memories before I chase you off into Mario Run? Chase you away.
Tell you Mario run away.
To
Boo.
Run away to a different segment.
Yeah. it's not as legendary as these two because I've only like been on it when you guys are around. But I think there was one night when we were playing, I think casually, and we just kept going to Miiverse because we saw so many funny posts. And it was one time when we had all 3 of us. It was like Wario's face was drawn into every character we were playing. And I think
weren't
like
playing
I think
Wario.
2 of them were girls.
Yeah. That's the thing that still happens. Like it happens
That
all the
still
time.
does.
People just put Wario's face on people.
Yeah, I think that was only a few months ago, but I was like crying laughing. And like I just couldn't win because I'm looking at the background.
I love it.
Some good stuff. All right. Mobile
Mario
games.
chase you into this topic.
Yeah.
While Mario run away.
And
Don't Pokemon do it to me. Do
Pokemon do.
do.
Pokemon
Oh,
do.
to me.
I can't wait to play Pokemon
weird?
do.
There's like Pokemon Duel, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Shuffle.
Oh my god, I forgot.
All 3 of those. Pokemon Shuffle. They're on the
Magikarp jump.
on the phone.
Check-
Magikarp Jump, but it got its final update. Did you hear?
Final?
They added a final boss.
What?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna look it up.
Please.
The
What?
other Mario games or the other Pokemon games, they're all actively being updated. Who plays them?
Well, we play Pokemon Go. A lot of people play Pokemon Go.
Oh, okay, yeah, that
That one's gonna be a thing.
Pokemon
for
Go
a
is-
long time.
is number 1. Fire Emblem Heroes is still at 2. There's still an active community for it.
Yeah.
It's not everyone like it is Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
but I mean it's still
Yeah.
an active following
Pokemon
community.
Go's not everyone anymore either.
Yeah, but
I think we've all started splitting off into.
there's still a strong niche community though.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
like the time we went to the raid and there was like 30 people in real life there. I was like, wow.
There's a strong niche community, but there's also a medium, just common community.
Yeah.
Still.
That just play casual community.
Yeah.
that's what I meant to
Like
say.
this guy at the park we go to, he like sits at the table the entire time he's there, just catching Pokemon that show up. And we talked to him one day, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, I just kind of catch the mons. Like my daughter got me into the game,
I catch
And-
the
and
mons.
he's like addicted now.
What a parent thing to
Never
say.
did a gym battle.
Yeah, I catch the mons
Catch
from
the
time
mons.
to time.
That's it.
Catch those mons. But yeah, you're saying that the other ones are still actively updated?
Yeah.
Except
Shuffle's
Magikarp Jump.
really old now. Because it was on 3DS first, and then soon after it went onto the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, I saw posts where it's got shiny Tapu Koko, like it's updated
Oh my
with
God.
7th gen.
Dang.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
If it was Troze, I'd still play it.
Yeah, I still played Shuffle back when it was on 3DS. I used to play it like every day. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that time.
Pokemon Rumble's gonna be on the.
I don't know what happened with Pokemon Rumble. I don't even care. They just stopped
They made the free
making
to
them
play
good.
one.
on 3DS.
Yeah.
It just wasn't co-op. It needs to be co-op.
Yeah.
It's the only fun you can have with that game.
amazing.
I played Pokemon Duel for the first day.
I played it for a little while.
I played it, I think, longer than I played Fire Emblem.
I played it for probably a month,
Heroes.
on and off, but it was pretty fun.
I was
liked the
actually-
board game.
I was late to the party on that one, I think. Because when did that one come out? Do you remember?
Came out before Fire Emblem, right?
Like right before it, though. It was like only a week or
And
so,
it was
right?
just a surprise. It was like, oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem was like anticipation since like December.
Yeah.
And then it came out in February
I don't know. Pokemon Duel.
or March.
It just felt
No,
like it should be a board
no.
game.
Fire Emblem Heroes was a quick announcement. It was like 2 months though. It was like
Right,
the
December.
the Fire
I
Emblem
remember having
February.
heard
The
that
Fire
there would be a
Emblem
Fire
Direct
Emblem
happened.
thing on the phone.
The Fire
Oh,
Emblem
right.
Direct happened, and
yeah.
they showed everything that was happening. They're like, yeah, by the way, in like a month, there's gonna be a mobile game, and it's gonna
Yeah.
have like everyone.
But they had said like a long time ago, like mid 2016, that a Fire Emblem and an Animal Crossing mobile game would come out by the end of the year. So people were anticipating.
Yeah,
but,
I guess you're right. Like they were like,
but
okay.
they officially announced it a month before it came out.
yeah. So either way, it had much more attention and following than Pokemon Duel did. I remember I downloaded it the same day because I didn't know about it, and then I think either Drew or you said something about it, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll download it. And I played it for that day, and it was kind of fun, but I stopped playing it.
Have you been playing the final update of Magikarp Jump? Try to beat the final league to see the game's ending.
Gosh dang. I've only played a little bit.
The game's simple, right? So
It's
it's like
fairly simple.
they can't add a whole lot to make it different like everything else where
Mhm.
they're adding all the Pokemon.
Okay, what's the app I'm thinking of with the Mii's?
Me...
It's not Miitopia.
Shoot.
Me, Tomo?
Miitomo.
I
Where's
loved that.
Where's Miitomo?
The problem is I loved it for only a month.
Yeah.
I would go on it every day because like I was in my dorm for my junior year of college and we all downloaded it. Like we figured out it was coming out and everyone like got on their phone at the same time and was like, I'm downloading it. Oh my god, I'm creating my character right now.
Yeah, and then everybody's like making these pictures.
Yes.
Are you
I still love
cozy?
some of those.
Let's. I think we've pretty much finished the mobile games. None of us really are big fans of Animal Crossing. We know that we're not excited.
I've
for
never
the
played an
mobile
Animal
game.
Crossing game.
Nor
I think
have
I
I.
would download it. I downloaded all the other mobile games that were
Yeah.
free, just to try them out. I played Fire Emblem Heroes, and I'm not a big Fire Emblem fan. I played it for quite a while.
Yeah, I'd probably download it just to see like, oh, I'll see if I like this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I imagine it has some element of the regular game thrown into it, like Fire Emblem Heroes does. Because it's kind of like a dumbed down version of it that's really fun for like fans and people who aren't into it yet.
And Animal Crossing is like one of those games where you can just sit and just collect things and just do hickety things.
Oh,
Do
that's
hickety-dee.
weird. I bet they'll make you have to pay for it up front like Mario Run, because mobile games don't want you to sit there and play it for hours. It's like anti-mobile.
I could
They
also
want
see
you to
it
just pick it up and play.
doing a thing
every
where
once in a
like
while.
if you want to do this, there's a load timer.
Oh yeah, like building
Yeah.
a house would take like 3 days. or
I'm
something.
thinking of
That's
those
what
kind of
happens in
games that
Mario
like
or Magikarp Jump. I got a shiny Magikarp on Magikarp Jump, guys.
Let's jump.
shiny
over to,
hype.
It's my first shiny Magikarp.
Anything to say about Pokemon Go or what isn't Pokemon Go? They're coming out with the legendary dogs soon.
right now.
Right now.
I think they just dropped like 40 minutes ago. But did you guys hear about what they're doing with the legendary dogs?
No.
So for the legendary birds, they had Lugia the whole time for the whole month of July, and then each week was a different bird,
Yeah.
just to like for the whole world. For the dogs to help make them to help show off what they did in the games, like in the
Oh,
main
because
series.
they would hop around.
They would hop around.
So
Each month, the dogs are only going to be in certain locations.
whoa.
So for this month or September, Reiku's going to be in the Americas. Entei's going to be in Europe and Africa. So it's like dividing the world into three.
Yeah.
And then Suicune's going to be on the Asia and
Eastern.
Australia, which is really cool.
That
each
is
month
so
they just
cool.
shift.
I did not know that. That is really cool.
And that means it's going to be 3 months with just one legendary. But Mewtwo's supposed, they're working on Mewtwo. They're trying to make it different because it's going to be something called Exclusive Raid, which they actually changed the name to EX Raid, where you get like, it's going to be different raids. And they're trying to make it more fair and try to include people and account for people's complaints with the current raids. So Mewtwo will be alongside the first legendary dog. Then we still have Ho-Oh, Mew, and Celebi. And like, who knows?
And Smeargle.
Well, wait a second. If each one's a month, so September is 1 month, October, all of November would be the third one, and then third gen.
December?
When did Gen 2 come out? It was
February.
Yeah, I was gonna say it like so that's about 7 months into Pokemon Go being out, right?
All of July, August, September, October. November, December, January, halfway through February. 7.5.
Okay.
So
And-
March, April, May, June, July, August, September,
Oh, I don't know.
October.
About 3 months down the line, yeah, they might actually be ready with that. But I don't know. Raids was kind of heavy on the development team, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So
That's why everyone's like giving them slack on third gen.
yeah, I would be because adding raids is one of the coolest things that Pokemon Go is like. It really revitalized it for me.
I don't think there was anything really that big during first gen before second gen came out.
No, just probably trying to make sure that it works for
making
everyone.
The game work.
Yeah,
That's
because the first
7
month,
months of making it work.
7 months dedicated to making it work and getting Gen 2 ready.
They actually commented on that and they said if we didn't have so much trouble, if we were more prepared, we would have already had trading and PvP in the game.
Oh wow! So does that mean they are gonna try it?
They've confirmed that they're going to try to get that. But PvP as it is now would not be fun, so they have to rework the battle system.
Yeah.
And then people are, I like saying everyone too much, people are speculating that they will add Pokemon abilities alongside third gen, because that's when Pokemon abilities were introduced in the main series.
And because they were introduced then, a lot of the third gen Pokemon need their abilities. Like Shedinja, 1 HP.
Yeah, that's an important
He
one.
needs
Slacking.
Wonder Guard. Slacking.
They did.
Someone did a
CP Calc.
chart. CP Calc. Slacking. Let's see. The legendaries for Gen 3 were like under 4,000. Slacking is 5,400 CP.
Because its stats
Because
are
his attack
insane.
stat is basically double what it should be because it can only attack every other turn in the games.
Yeah.
So its attack stat is monstrous. So its CP is giant, and there's no system to like make it balanced.
Unless they give it, even if they give it bad attacks,
And
they
my
can't stop it from being insane CP and putting it in gyms.
I've talked about this.
Yeah, it's
with
gonna
some people
it's gonna
before.
destroy like the gym scene. Like all the previous Pokemon are just gonna be like maybe legendaries, maybe like top level Dragonites.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just gonna dominate.
So my theory is they need to work in the speed stat of Pokemon. And what the speed stat would do is make it so that your Pokemon attacks, like, if you have a higher speed stat, your Pokemon attacks will attack faster.
Currently, in Pokemon Go, each attack has a speed stat of itself. So like Thunder Shock is fast, but Volt Switch is really slow. You can only get like 3 Volt Switches for
Like each attack is
7.
what matters, not
Yes.
not the stat of the
Yeah.
Pokemon
So you
in
have a
any way.
super slow Pokemon.
Every Pokemon that has Thunder Shock attacks
At the same speed because that's the speed of the. It's kind of like what they show at the stats. Like if you just read the attack thing and it says it's
the stats
the
are-
speed for that, then that they're just only building that into account.
And the current calculation for a Pokemon speed stat just goes into its other stats. They just put speed as a addition to its other stats.
Yeah.
Which makes speed like a Pokemon with high base speed makes it low, weak.
So they need to make speed have its own like thing, and then what they can do with slacking is just have it cut in half.
Does that mean they're also gonna bring in things like rainy day?
What?
Like I'm thinking for cast form, because that's a complicated Pokemon to get around.
Different forms of cast form. Maybe they'll have weather.
Well, they had to. Yeah, that would that mean that they had to bring in a weather component?
Like if it's actually raining in real life, will it like
or just making an attack?
Include rain into the game, even if it's not raining in real life. Like a forecast, like Wednesday's going to be rainy, or something.
Oh, like its own kind of secluded forecast.
A forecast within the game. Okay. Maybe do it to region or even time zones.
Yeah, possibly.
Second gen, or currently in Pokemon Go, there are 2 Pokemon unreleased, which are Delibird and Smeargle. And the common theory is that they're just going to make the attacks that they have, that are exclusive, actually work like in the game, where Sketch will copy the last attack and Present might heal your opponent. But with the current battling system, Present can't do that.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe can. So the 2 Pokemon in Hoenn that would be like that are Kecleon and Cast Form, where Kecleon changes its type a lot, and Cast Form changes actual forms. And then the other closest one would be probably Shedinja, because of its 1 HP.
It's so weird.
And because it evolved, the evolution chain is different.
Yeah, 1 evolution makes 2 Pokemon.
You evolve Nincada, and then a Shedinja appears. So those are the 3 that are like, they might just not be in the game for a while.
Yeah,
like Delibird and Smeargle.
Because they're kind of hard to work in.
Yeah.
They could just not have slacking in the game for a while too.
So take off the whole evolutionary chain then?
Just for a bit. One other thing that's really strange about adding in 3rd gen is how many Pokemon there are. It's 135 Pokemon total, 10 legendaries, so 125. Which is a happy medium between 150 from 1st gen and 100 from 2nd gen. 125. But 2nd gen had a lot of old Pokemon evolutions, so that was like Crobat and stuff, so they didn't have to, you don't have to like catch a new evolution line, like more candy. But Hoenn has only new ones, except 2 babies. How are they going to combat how many new Pokemon there are, while also there's going to be a lot of new Pokemon, so you're going to want them to be around more for people to catch.
Theoretically, you would still be seeing just as many of the other Pokemon that we already see.
Right. People would be upset with catching the same old Weedles and even Ladybuzz and everything.
And what's your theory, Blake?
My theory is that they could have like lock the Pokemon that weren't in the original Ruby and Sapphire, because original Ruby and Sapphire had 200 Pokemon in the Pokédex, 135 new ones, and 65 old ones. So what Pokemon Go could do was only have those 65 old ones continue spawning and lock the rest away until people like catch up with the brand new Pokemon. So like you wouldn't see Ladybuzz, Pidgeys, all those. You would only see Pikachu, the old Pokemon that were in Ruby and Sapphire, Sandshrew, Geodude, Abra,
Skarmory, let's go.
Staryu, all those guys. I like that idea a lot. Yeah. I don't know if Pokemon Go has thought that far ahead.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're more likely gonna go on a kind of rotation system of what the spawns are actually gonna be. Like they're gonna focus more on like, I don't know, all bugs, and they're gonna go like, throw in tons of the bug types for Hoenn as well as all the older ones, and then maybe move on to grass, and then they're gonna kind of just go on a rotation system so you can kind of get what you want out of the types, but it's gonna be all 3 gens, so it is limited. It's just not gonna be the kind of limited
Okay.
where it's more Hoenn than anything else.
Another thing they could do is make it so that nest Pokemon can only be 3rd gen. That way, like, where you go, like if you go to a good spot, you'll automatically see 3rd gen Pokemon.
And if you're keeping up with where nests are and what the nests are, then you'll be on it, and
You'll be able to catch
people who
3rd
want to get those 3rd gen nests will all go to it.
Yeah.
And possibly.
Cool.
Also in Fire Emblem Heroes, they have the Legends coming out. It's really cool.
Who did you end up voting for? Like a long time ago. Is that
Well, I voted like every day. Yes.
Okay.
I voted for different characters, but
Oh yeah, you could vote like the whole month.
but my 2 favorites were the top 2. Ike and Lynn are my favorite characters, so like I'm having a really hard time picking between them. Ike has his stuff like from his father's getup, because he's part of the Grail Mercenaries, and his father was really important in there, and then kind of gave it to Ike later, and that was his getup. He had the yellow cape, he had a huge axe, like he's designed just like his father is. Roy has his dad's weapon. He has Durandal, which is Ellie Wood's weapon from 7. I don't know much about Lynn's father, but she also can carry a bow.
Yeah.
So I think they're just going with that direction. And they kind of like, she's from the plains, so it's assumed that a lot of people are like, archers, horseback archers. And Lucina, when I when I promoted her, she was also able to use lances, so it makes sense that she'd be able to. So I'm really excited about what she has. That's my bit about Fire Emblem Heroes.
Back when
Okay.
I voted, I just voted for. Because I've only played Sacred Stones.
Mhm.
Voted for all the green-haired characters from Sacred Stones.
I think you told me about that.
Mostly Kyle. Because Kyle's great.
Freaking
Wow.
Kyle, the green-haired knight in Fire
I
Emblem
don't even
8.
have Fire Emblem Heroes downloaded on my phone because I got a new phone.
Oh yeah.
I
Or
still have
Pokemon
it.
Duel.
I should get rid of it.
If I had my old phone, I'd still have it, but I wouldn't get rid of it. I don't like getting rid of stuff. Well, this has been a fun podcast.
Yeah, we're at the point where we're kind of talked about most of the things we wanted to talk about. Make sure you guys, if you have anything you like, oh, I like his opinions on this. I would like to hear them talk about this next time.
Be sure to let us know.
Let us know in the comments. Blake bought a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Pokemon.
That's the
We've
box
been talking about Pokemon.
that comes with Pokemon cards in it.
I was gonna open this pack. It has 3 cards from the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
We'll each get a card, and then we'll reveal it.
Cool.
I'm just
Yep, we'll just show it right on the webcam.
Show right on the webcam.
Yep.
I'll
So
do
that
a-
way you guys
we'll
can
do
all
a
see.
Pokemon card face reveal. It actually looks like a little pack.
Yeah.
It's black and white, just like black and white. Is this black and white still?
I think is it.
That's what the front looks like.
Oh, it's
No.
This picture of Pikachu is from 3rd gen.
I was gonna say that's an
Yeah.
old one.
An old picture.
Definitely. I remember that from going to the 10th anniversary of Pokemon party at a mall.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like during 3rd gen.
Okay, we each have our card.
All right, I'll go first. I got holographic Litten.
Holographic
It's
Litten?
lit.
Oh, it is
And-
holographic.
Oh my god.
Ah. What do you got, Zach?
I have a basic young goose
Young Goose.
Young Goose.
with tackle and bite at 10 and 20 damage respectively.
Nice.
Boring. I have what? I have Cosmog.
What the heck
You
is
got
this?
Cosmo.
You get a
Zach, you
holographic.
got
You
bopped.
get freaking Cosmog, and I get young goose, normal type with 2 basic attacks.
Beautiful. It's
regular
the best way to end
Cosmo.
this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's great.
Nice. Yeah.
That'd be a little fun.
That's a little
I only
fun.
did that because we were last talking about Pokemon, basically.
Yeah, it's a little might as well type thing.
Might as well.
Might as well. But yeah, make sure you guys let us know what you want to hear us talk about. We
You never know exactly what
Yeah.
you want to talk about.
We kind
We
of
just-
came in here today and we're like, okay, so what do we want to talk about? And we happened to bring up a lot of Nintendo topics. So we're like, okay,
we
the
always have
general
Nintendo
theme
on
is
our
that.
mind.
But it was good. It was a good talk.
But we had a lot to talk about, and
In
I
the
was
future,
happy.
we can do things like if we start seeing movies more, we can do like
We can go
we
see
can
the
talk about a
movies.
movie, be like, hey, spoilers, we're gonna talk about this movie.
We can do
Uh,
We
anything.
can do anything. We
Yeah.
can talk about anything.
Like if you bring us a topic, we could like do our kind of own respective research on it, bring it here, and
Yeah.
then talk about like what we think about it.
Exactly.
That's me.
Anything else you guys want to talk about it? Exactly.
Anything else we can talk about?
Anything else you want to talk about?
Actually, what games are we excited for and why?
Okay, good
in
topic.
Nintendo, because that's kind of like a near
way to
to
end.
soon future thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited. Mario Odyssey.
Oh my
I will
god.
not stop being excited for that
Oh
game.
my god, I see.
And
It
we-
looks so
And we
good.
have the title music. That freaking is a bop.
It is so good.
It is a bop.
The title music or the song?
The
from
the song, like the original song.
It's the title music, right?
Is it also the title
Pretty sure.
music?
I don't think so.
Either way, but
It's the first sandbox game since Sunshine, and Sunshine is one of my favorite
And
Mario games of all time.
there's so much we've already seen that it just makes the game amazing.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Everything I've seen of it made me want it more. So
Gosh.
there's no doubt in my mind that I probably when that comes out, I will start seriously considering getting the Switch because that's what's going to push me over the edge. I already want Legend of Zelda because
Yeah.
I am recently started playing Ocarina of Time and now I'm getting into
Yeah?
the series. I'm really loving it.
Yeah.
Like I wish I got into it in the time, but 3DS is going to have to do.
I tried
that.
playing Ocarina of Time, the N64 one, on stream, and I got halfway through, but
I'm getting into the dungeons, so
Yeah.
I'm getting along. But I'm also, relatively hyped for Fire Emblem Warriors. There's Fire Emblem 2018, which we don't know what it is yet. And there's Metroid Prime 4. Let's get some hype in the
I
chat.
try and Prime
Prime
for
for
the Switch.
2019.
Yeah,
the Switch.
I think it's for the Switch.
Is the Breath of the Wild DLC like the last DLC? Does that come out before Odyssey?
No,
Comes out after Odyssey.
after Odyssey.
All right. So,
So-
what I'll probably do is get Odyssey first. That'll probably if
Be your
if I
first
wait
Switch
that
game?
long to get the Switch, that'll be my first Switch game. I do want
It's not that long. It's like less than 2 months.
what?
Yeah.
Less than 2 months?
Yeah,
Less
I-
than 2 months.
For Odyssey?
Yes.
It
I
feels
know.
Like 6 months.
That's why I'm like, ugh.
What?
Less than 2.
What?
That means less than 2 until I have to seriously
I gotta
consider
rethink my life.
throwing away $300
Definitely.
plus the extra like 120 to get several games.
Yeah.
I just don't. Aren't you guys excited for the game that comes out next month? Pokken Tournament Deluxe is gonna be great.
I might get it at some point.
I'm not excited for it at all.
I'm not getting it.
Deluxe is
The
gonna
Wii U
suck.
version did not sell me at all.
But if they add more characters, more playable Pokemon and stuff, maybe. From what I saw from the character select screen, it's like a box and there's 2 Pokemon like on the ends. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it is. I might just I don't know. Don't even know.
Odyssey for all of us.
Odyssey.
Odyssey for everyone.
Honestly,
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon #1.
I actually am excited for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Okay, so
It's
I
another
don't
Pokemon
know
game.
anything about what's going on with that one.
So
What's the
what's
the draw?
I was trying to go no spoilers.
Oh, okay.
They announced something, like Pokemon themselves announced something. It wasn't a leak, and I saw it, and it's like, kind of got me hoping.
Like more
It's a good
excited? It was like a good reveal for you?
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes, because
So
until this point I was not gonna get it.
Okay.
So if this
So-
helps convince me, maybe.
I don't think it will, but
We'll see.
Let's see. Well, if you don't want to hear anything about Sun and Moon, please mute.
Yeah, you go ahead and
Ultra
mute,
Sun and Ultra
and
Moon.
I'm
Ultra Sun,
sure
Ultra Moon?
We've already
Anthony, with
spoiled
his
Sun and Moon.
editing ability,
Oh, I won't.
will just
I cannot.
guesstimate.
Yeah, but basically, it's a new Lycanroc form.
Okay.
Exclusive. You know how they had Ash Greninja for Sun and Moon?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's the same thing, but you can't get it in game. It's exclusive. Like the form itself is exclusive to that.
It's like
mystery gift.
It's called midday.
Oh, okay.
Like
Oh, it's
and it's
dusk.
like orange. Oh, it's dusk, and it's orange. And it's like got a little bit different design, but it's the all four like wolf design. Wold.
Oh, okay. Wold.
His name's Wold.
His name
is
is
Wold.
Wold.
But yeah, I mean, what that kind of like what you can speculate from just knowing that is that they can add more variants to the Pokemon and stuff.
Okay.
I mean,
Everything else
I'm going
is
to get it
still
no matter what.
speculation.
Gonna get it no matter what. Gonna do a playthrough no matter what. That's just how I'm gonna be with Pokemon games.
By then I'll have Odyssey, so it has to sell. It has to get it.
Yeah, it has to hook you.
'Cause I don't even have an urge to play Pokemon at all right now.
I mean, I think I just forever kind of ruined Pokemon for me just because of like me speedrunning Pokemon Black and then Pokemon X and then Pokemon Ruby, Omega Ruby, just 3 in a row. I think it just killed a lot of my excitement for new Pokemon, but I'm still always going to play it if it's a whole new game. So I'm not sure on
I hope
this.
it's as different or more different than Black 2 and White 2 were. Where they start in a whole new location, you play as a different character 2 years later, new villains, and
New story.
3 new gyms and new story. If
And
it's
there's
like
some new
that, then I'll
Pokemon.
get it for sure. And they had 300 Pokemon, including old Pokemon, instead of just the 150 brand only new Pokemon.
I heard a big complaint for Sun and Moon was lack of after league content, post game content. And maybe they're
After
trying to fix
Legendary
that.
content.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to
Maybe
kind of
this is like the
truly
post-game.
capitalize on that and give people something. more.
Hopefully, that's my biggest complaint. Because there's nothing to do after you catch all the legendaries.
Pokemon Sun and Moon destroyed me after I beat the game when I did all the post game, and then I went to do the last post game I had, which was the battle tree, and it was just battling.
Instead of what you wanted
Instead
it
of
to
what
be
I
like in
what I
White
had
2.
hoped it would be, which is in White 2, which was the White Forest or Black City, where you travel through this city or travel through this forest,
yeah.
getting through the trainers, trying to get to the middle.
And your Pokemon actually gain
And
experience.
your Pokemon get experience, you
and
level
you
up.
can lose if your Pokemon die, and there's healing spots. That was so
It
good.
was really good.
And then Sun and Moon
I just
was
want
just
something like that.
unimaginative and made it
Just for
just
competitive
like Pokemon
battling.
Coliseum.
Yeah. But I mean, it's whatever. I thought Sun and Moon's still my top Pokemon game when it comes to the story.
It was a really good story.
It's the first Pokemon game on portable that had cutscenes, full-fledged cutscenes. You see emotion on the characters. There's it was so good.
It was really
The
good.
story,
No doubt.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Do you remember what happened at the end of Sun and Moon? Spoiler alert. My girl Lily left me.
I know.
Maybe
No.
we'll get to go with her. Maybe that's what they'll do. You get to go to Kanto with Willow.
I just have a
Willow.
bad feeling that it's just Emerald.
Not going to be enough.
It's not going to be
Like-
a sequel.
It's a
But I
decent
think
kind
if
of
they-
mix of a game,
If
but
they were
it's
going to do that, they would have just made it
One
Eclipse
game.
or Stars.
Yeah.
Whatever people wanted.
yeah, that
Not
sounds more
Sun
like
and Moon 2, where
It's not 2. It's Ultra.
basically is Sun 2 and Moon 2.
It's 3 months away.
It's the remakes.
If you this is the opposite of me before Sun and Moon, where before Sun and Moon I wanted them to announce nothing, and then for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon,
you're
I
like,
want them to
please
announce
announce
more."
something.
To-
Please get
to
me in this
sell you
game.
on
Yes, I want them to sell me on it. They haven't. They're like, oh, we dropped some Pokemon news a couple weeks ago, and it was to Lycanroc, and then there was a few other things that are completely unmemorable. So I just want.
What do you think they're doing next? Do you think they're gonna move on to another one, like a new region
Oh, on
and
Switch?
everything
'Cause
next?
we do have Diamond and Pearl remakes in the.
Yeah, I was gonna
Everyone
say.
thinks.
Everyone's like, wait, where
The next
were
remake.
Diamond and Pearl remakes? I'm waiting for
Are we
those.
going on? Are we gonna keep going?
we kind of
Yeah.
decided we were gonna go
I'll
on.
talk about this.
I think I'm going to talk about. We'll keep going.
It's a good enough topic.
So the DS had 2 generations. Every other handheld had 1 generation. The Game Boy Advance had a remake,
The first of the
the
remakes.
first of the remakes. So the DS, people thought it would be 4th gen, a remake, and then maybe move on. They went with 5th gen. So 4th gen, remake, 5th gen. And then then the theories were another remake to follow, like 3rd gen remake, 4th gen remake, 5th gen remake. But since it was a brand new system, they started with a new generation. And that's the trend that is staying true the most, is every new system starts with a new generation. So if they make another Switch game, I'll go over 3DS history. Gen 6, remake of 3, then Gen 7. So if they continue on 3DS, the 3DS still has a pretty solid player base.
Mm-hmm.
If they continue on 3DS, it's definitely Diamond and Pearl remakes. If they go to Switch, it's going to be another generation, Generation 8, and then Diamond and Pearl.
If we're following trends.
If we're following trends.
I still wouldn't put it past them to make the remakes on the Switch, because
First. Yeah. Before a new generation.
The first Pokemon. Because what that could do is, like, you know, go for the whole nostalgia. Oh, looks like I got to get the Switch because I wanted to play the remakes of, I don't know. Even though the Switch is already really popular.
But also there's a huge base of people that are like, when's the next Pokemon game? Yeah. And if they're like, well, Pokemon's going to be on the Switch, they're like, oh, well, I have to go get a Switch because I have to play every main series game. And then, you know, they hook the rest of the people that were like, where's my Sinnoh remake?
Yeah.
Sinnoh, I'm believing more in Blake's theory. I don't think yours is implausible, though.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is people who thought Diamond and Pearl remakes were coming on the 3DS instead of Sun and Moon were wrong. And I knew it. Well, no, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Did you actually call it?
For Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
But when they were announcing a new Pokemon, they're like, hey, we're making a new Pokemon, or there's going to be a Pokemon announcement. Everyone was like, Diamond and Pearl remakes.
And you're like, no.
Switch. And I'm like, no, it's just going to be Sun and Moon 2.
They announced that they're working on a main series Pokemon game for the Switch.
Yeah. You know what it could be? We haven't had, we've had 3rd gen remakes, but we haven't had 3rd gen GameCube remakes.
I don't think they would remake.
Dude, remake Coliseum. I'd seriously get Coliseum.
It wouldn't be enough content.
Yeah, you're right. I'd get Coliseum too. No doubt. I loved that game. And XD was like, I know it expanded on it, but it was like, it didn't get me in like Coliseum did.
Yeah. I think XD got me in a lot more.
Yeah, same. But I like jumped on late. I jumped on the train a little bit late. So it was like, the hype was for XD instead of Coliseum. For me.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think both of them were really good games, though.
Oh yeah.
Every Pokemon game is amazing except for Pokemon Dash.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Pikachu DS game where you're like sliding Pokemon.
You guys want to react to this video right now?
Yeah, we're gonna react
Let's
to this
do that.
video. Blake's gonna show us
Now
on
this
Twitter.
is the react section.
Who posted this?
Tristan
audio?
Cooper. Do you want audio?
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is like showing off how crazy the animation is in the show now.
You sure have come a long way. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Ash is using Rowlet to fight the Rock Ladies in Probopass.
Oh my god.
He's yelling.
Oh my
like
god.
Gee, look at these crazy
moving.
animations.
So, the battle does switch to a different battle. I think it's like right here. What? Why was Lycanroc and Rockruff facing off?
So yeah,
This is classic right here.
Yes.
This is the front
seeing the Pokemon like
Yes.
right in front, and then the
Trades are in the back.
focus.
the ref in the back declaring who the winner is.
But yeah, like Pokemon, like the anime animations, like at the very beginning, it was like a still image of the trainer like going, "Go, use this move," and then the Pokemon still image slides up onto a solid color background that's like kind of moving.
Yeah, like a
It's
painted
like,
background.
"Pya," does its Pokemon cry, and then you just see a whoosh,
every once in a while it's like shaking because
Yeah.
it's
But
doing
was
something
still-
intense.
It was just so much fun. The
Yeah.
old show.
Oh yeah, I mean it had all the spirit of it.
That's getting
But
insane.
oh my god, the animations now, like it's caught up with the rest of anime today, and it's like really fluid
There's the
animation
full
there.
I like it a
Brunt
lot.
of
It was so good.
The only thing I don't like about the new Sun and Moon anime is Ash's design.
Okay, I saw that. And did you see the thing that they announced about that? About the anime? That they're bringing in Misty and Brock back?
They are?
Oh, what?
Wait, did they just
Let me
say it,
find-
or did
let
they
me
show
find
it?
that-
I saw.
I want to
someone
see if I can
post-
find that tweet.
Someone
Definitely
said
see
that
someone say
Misty has been in every single different. Every time they change the animation of Pokemon, Misty's in each one.
Really?
Yeah, someone showed like the picture of.
I want to see if I can find the tweet.
But like the 3rd gen and the 5th gen looked way too similar. It's like 1st gen and 2nd gen are like similar animation studios, then 3rd and 4th, then 5th and 6th.
Ooh, this might be
Now
hard to
7.
find. I swear though, I saw it
Okay.
and I swear it was official, but then I saw a meme about it not too
you
long
know
after.
what would
I
make
don't know if
sense
it's
about
gonna
that?
be true.
Let's
Like,
call it a rumor then.
In Sun and Moon, the whole like talking about Kanto and the whole
You're from Kanto.
all the
Yeah.
region.
You're like you just moved from Kanto.
Alola
all the
version
Alolan
forms
from Kanto.
from Kanto. Like, I don't.
I think in Sun and Moon that was purely nostalgia, because
Yes.
every single game, every new game puts a nostalgia factor for 1st gen, except Black and White because it was trying to remake 1st gen. But like
I think that's why I liked it so much.
X and Y, Black and White's good,
I
underrated.
love it.
X and Y did megas for all the starters and gave you the 1st gen starters. And tons of other first
I
gen
found the dabbing is E for everyone tweet.
Can we talk about dabbing?
Another very great tweet,
I have
Nintendo
another
related.
picture to for you guys to react to.
All right, what are we
Real
looking at? The gosh dang Pokemon,
Pokemon
Fusion.
Wiggly Rock.
Wiggly Rock. Go to PokemonFusion.com, put Wigglytuff, and then Reggie Rock. Thank us later.
Okay, I'm just gonna look it up on Google Chrome. Google Chrome.
What were we? What are you looking up?
If Misty and Brock,
Oh yeah, I missed you.
Are gonna
Are-
join. See, the reason I don't think so is because there's like 7 companions of Ash in the show. I'm not I might be exaggerating. I think it's like 6 people are total traveling with Ash. It's Ash, Lily, and then
The
The
Mallow.
three-
Mallow.
yeah, the
The
3 starter elements, starter types: grass, water, fire.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
3 people, the trial captains, and then the electric dude with Tagadamaru.
okay, I'm seeing several sources, but none of them are Nintendo. I don't know how credible they are.
Oh, right.
There's this one from Polygon saying the Pokemon animes bringing Brock and Misty back. Then I see a second one on a Reddit post that's saying Misty and Brock coming to Alola in 2 Pokemon Sun and Moon episodes. That sounds more likely than them truly coming back for good.
Because they brought Misty back for 2 episodes.
Yeah,
in third
I
gen.
I could believe that. That sounds kind of accurate, and I think you saying that there is kind of a tie to Kanto,
Yeah.
especially with the thing that happens after. We won't spoil
Yeah.
that. There's just
And
a tie to it.
gosh dang, Ash comes to Alola with his mom on vacation.
Yeah, so
And
That's how it
Professor
starts.
there's kind of a lot of tiebacks to the first.
You're right.
So I think there's gonna be. I think that there's a high likelihood they will be in it for a little bit, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're
That's
back
a good
for
move.
good.
I think they're just trying to get people, but it like more people to jump on.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
See,
That's
like,
good.
I know that at some point in my life I will watch all of Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a
I
huge
thought about
undertaking.
that, but I can't. Like I tried catching up when X and Y came out. I tried catching up on the Black and White show. I couldn't.
I mean, like, at some point it could just be a thing where every
You
night
just
I
watching
watch
it.
one episode. Every
I
day.
also tried catching up on X and Y, and they just talk about science too much.
If I would-
Like, science,
Science is cool.
I could not.
If I ever were to try to do that, I would probably look up some kind of source online saying,
Watch it at 1.25 speed.
no,
So
no,
much.
no. Yeah, saying which episodes are like, the most canon, like it's the most progressing the story. That's probably what I would look
But
at.
don't you want to watch Ash find
No,
every single
no.
There's
He's,
an episode
he's
in
not
X
even
and
gonna
Y
catch them all.
where they go in like the reflection cave or something in X and Y, and there's a mirror that Ash falls into, and it's like it's a different dimension, and all the characters are like
Oh my
have
God.
different personalities, and he almost like Team Rocket and Ash almost get stuck in there.
Like almost forever.
Crazy,
stuck?
yeah, almost forever stuck. Crazy stuff happens in the TV show.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like it always has. Like even since Gen 1, like they've always had just really wacky stuff.
Haunter, Gengar, and Ghastly episode with the mansion. That was a creepy. And then the freaking Pokemon Island, where the Pokemon get stuck there, and then there's monster like giant
Yeah,
mechanical Pokemon.
yeah, I remember that.
And
That
then
one
the
was so
SSN
weird.
Sinking.
They do some
Man,
wacky
They do
stuff.
some crazy stuff.
And Pokemon holds the record for the most photosensitive epileptic seizures caused by one TV show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I watched it. Didn't give me a seizure.
I was like, yeah, you might know.
Well, anything else you wanted us to look at, Blake?
Any other reactions?
don't-
At
so.
Blake Case on Twitter.
Metroid Samus Returns.
Oh
on
my
3DS.
god, I am
Oh,
so hyped. When is
How
that?
long?
9:50. What?
It's in like 2 weeks.
Oh my god. Sorry.
What? How much longer do you think the 3DS is going to be going?
2 weeks.
They just released the new 2DS, and then they also just released
a new,
like a new skin for the
2DS.
regular 2DS. And the regular 2DS with New Super Mario Bros. 2 is $80.
Or Mario Kart.
Or Mario Kart. That's a $40 game. That means the system's selling for $40. That's
Yeah.
so nuts. They gotta be making so much like lose. I don't even know what they're doing with that.
I mean,
I think it's got another year of like releases still coming out to it. But after that, it's kind of just going to get the like, okay, yeah, you can still buy it at the store, but everyone's getting Switch games. So you look kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like you're behind.
so with the Pokemon game, sorry to go back. I just had the thought. So with the remakes, it's always, every time there's a new system in this Pokemon game, it's a new generation.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a new generation.
Yeah.
Before making a new generation on a new system.
What? You re-explain it?
That's called Sun and Moon.
I don't know what I'm talking about. So we got Sun and Moon, then we're going to remake, and then another new generation on 3DS.
Yeah.
You think that-
we're going
No,
there?
I don't know.
3DS will last until 2020.
I think if they haven't announced something by this time that like they're working for something on 3DS, a main series one, I don't think one's coming to it. I think
Definitely.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is as far as that goes.
I
I
agree.
think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the end of the 3DS. Like those are the last main Nintendo titles that they're gonna make for the 3DS.
Yeah.
The rest will be like maybe like Fantasy Life type, just random other shit.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's
they're
what
gonna
I
like throw a few ass games on it.
Or-
There might be something in 2018, like early on,
Fantasy Life 2 for the Switch.
and then I think it's kind of
Fantasy Life 2
gonna slowly die out.
Yeah. Poor Threeds.
Then I have no choice but to get a Switch.
Sorry to go back, but in Smash Bros.
We just start over.
I really want Pikmin on the Switch so bad.
I think we'll get a Pikmin game. And
I
I
will,
think
but I want it.
they ought to use... can you connect Wii remotes to the Switch? No, we already
Can't
know
connect anything to the
there's
Switch.
AR in one of the Joy-Cons. Pointing
That's
functionality.
AR. But
Yeah.
yes, there is.
Frick.
There's
Aug-
both of those.
Augmented reality. That's what the
With the
SAO
Joy-Con.
movie was.
Well, there's...
and
Spoilers.
That's what
Um,
Pokemon Go is.
you could see that from the trailer.
Spoilers.
There's an SAO movie.
That...
Apple Juice,
Apple juice.
sponsored
Yeah,
by.
this episode or this month's PodKase is sponsored by. Please sponsor us and give us money to do these.
We are not sponsored by Kroger Apple Juice, but I did mention it.
How did you
Can't
like
take
the
it
length
back.
of this episode?
Yeah, let us
Or
know
back.
how long
Was
you
it
want
too
us
long?
to
Do
be.
you want it to
Do you
be
want us to
longer?
talk long? Someone did
you want us
mention
to
they
go
would
for
listen to
24
Blake
hours?
talk for an hour.
Yeah, tell us if we rambled too much, or if we
Which
did not ramble
subjects-
enough.
If you thought we had passion behind one of the subjects, let us know.
We could expand on
And
it.
if there's anything you disagree with us, let us know in the comments. Let us know your point of view.
Or don't say anything.
Or
we love you the most.
Or if you
Don't
just
say
if you
anything.
just hit a like, then we know
Hit
that
a
there's
like.
nothing wrong and we'll do the exact same
If you
thing
didn't like the video, dislike it.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So you better comment before tomorrow. And
Alright.
this is us signing off for the second time in this
We are
podcast.
actually going to finish the podcast here.
We have some Mario and Rabbids to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.